vertical farming, two systems. And I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient. Because I'm from Nigeria, and so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question: how can we do this more efficiently?
I think again in times of crisis, as a company, and especially us as an impact focused company, the first thing you think about is how can we contribute. So we thought of it as we are an impact investor in off-grid energy in Nigeria. Okay, so how can we help in the space that we are in? And so that's how we came up with the idea of, okay, look, all of these centers that are going up, these emergency health facilities, all of them need power, right?
Yeah.
Now, some of them, if someone puts up a huge tent, okay, it's hard to you can't put solar power panels on a tent. In some cases, it doesn't fit, but in most cases, solar can actually be a huge help to make the center operational very quickly. And again, so that the people in the center can worry about healing people and getting people better and addressing the illnesses rather than worrying about diesel supply.
So OneWatt Solar leverages mobile technology to deliver tokenized digital 24/7 electricity. We call it energy decentralization and democratization of energy at about 10 cents, that is Nigerian 36 naira per kilowatt power, to eligible users. Of course, this is backed by our fintech blockchain technology platform. So OneWatt Solar is that solar fintech startup that enable peer-to-peer trading. That is solar blocks owner. So you are an electricity user, then you connect to OneWatt Solar blockchain platform. That is electricity provider in a digital asset model.
I've been very big on sustainable agriculture for a while, and then I heard of hydroponics and vertical farming, two systems, and I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient. Because I'm from Nigeria, and so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question: how can we do this more efficiently? I've been very big on sustainable agriculture for a while, and then I heard of hydroponics and vertical farming, two systems, and I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient. Because I'm from Nigeria, And so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question. How can we do this more efficiently?
I think again in times of crisis, as a company, and especially us as an impact focused company, the first thing you think about is how can we contribute. So we thought of it as we are an impact investor in off-grid energy in Nigeria. Okay, so how can we help in the space that we are in? And so that's how we came up with the idea of, okay, look, all of these centers that are going up, these emergency health facilities, all of them need power, right?
Yeah.
Now, some of them, if someone puts up a huge tent, okay, it's hard to you can't put solar panels on a tent. In some cases, it doesn't fit, but in most cases, solar can actually be a huge help to make the center operational very quickly. And again, so that the people in the center can worry about healing people and getting people better and addressing the illnesses rather than worrying about diesel supply.
So one word solar leverages mobile technology to deliver tokenized digital 24/7 electricity. We call it energy decentralization and democratization of energy at about 10 cents, that is Nigerian 36 naira per kilowatt hour, to eligible users. Of course, this is backed by our fintech blockchain technology platform. So one word solar is that solar fintech startup that enable peer-to-peer trading. That is solar blocks owner. So you are an electricity user, then you connect to one word solar blockchain platform. That is electricity provider in a digital asset model.
I've been very big on sustainable agriculture for a while. And then I heard of hydroponics and vertical farming, two systems. And I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient, because I'm from Nigeria. And so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question. How can we do this more efficiently? I've been very big on sustainable agriculture for a while. And then I heard of hydroponics and vertical farming, two systems. And I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient, because I'm from Nigeria. And so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question. How can we do this more efficiently?
I think again in times of crisis, as a company, and especially us as an impact focused company, the first thing you think about is how can we contribute? So we thought of it as we are an impact investor in off-grid energy in Nigeria. Okay, so how can we help in the space that we are in? And so that's how we came up with the idea of, okay, look, all of these centers that are going up, these emergency health facilities, all of them need power, right?
Yeah.
Now, some of them, if someone puts up a huge tent, okay, it's hard to you can't put solar power panels on a tent. In some cases, it doesn't fit, but in most cases, solar can actually be a huge help to make the center operational very quickly. And again, so that the people in the center can worry about healing people and getting people better and addressing the illnesses rather than worrying about diesel supply.
So One Watt Solar leverages mobile technology to deliver tokenized digital 24/7 electricity. We call it energy decentralization and democratization of energy at about 10 cents, that is Nigerian 36 naira per kilowatt hour, to eligible users. Of course, this is backed by our fintech blockchain technology platform. So One Watt Solar is that solar fintech startup that enable peer-to-peer trading. That is solar block owner. So you are an electricity user, then you connect to One Watt Solar blockchain platform. That is electricity provider in a digital asset model.
I've been very big on sustainable agriculture for a while. And then I heard of hydroponics and vertical farming, two systems. And I did a bit of research, and it just seemed like the perfect merger, to be able to use the benefits of those two systems, to achieve food security and combat all the problems we have. So I decided to pursue a master's in it and do my research in it, and find out how we can make it more efficient, because I'm from Nigeria. And so I'm not about to spend my time doing something that's only applicable in one part of the world. So that was my big question. How can we do this more efficiently?
All right. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, good morning, or rather, it's a very beautiful afternoon here from the city of Abuja. It's a bit cloudy, but it's still bright, a bit, and it's a beautiful day to have a very lovely conversation on sustainable fashion. And around sustainable fashion for me here, it's to have that very fantastic conversation of all the different resources from the back end on how circularity can help to promote or even sustain sustainable fashion. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bankole Oloruntoba, and welcome to this edition of Green Innovation Talks with Mr. Banks. And today I have with us a guest who, in the past few months, has been blowing the whole of the internet and Twitter, to be precise, with her beautiful designs, made out of circularity. Please welcome Adejoke Lasisi. Hi, Joke. How are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. It's nice to hear from you today.
Same
How
here.
is work?
Thank you.
And business?
Fine.
Yeah. So
Fine.
just before I come to you, so Joke here runs a circular, a circularity business, turning waste into fashion accessories. Here on Green Innovation Talks with Mr. Banks, what we're always trying to look for are those who are playing within the pipelines, and also people who are developing the value chain and creating innovative resources, using any of the focus areas of what the Nigerian Climate Innovation Center is all about. So for us at the NCIC, we are focused on about four major points, which is renewable energy of whatever kind, climate smart agriculture, water, and waste management. And within all this mix, circularity plays a very strong role in the use of all this. And with us today is someone who has picked a particular sector and a value chain within the circular economy, to be able to create a whole new market around it. So, Joke, we'll be having a very fantastic conversation, and there's nothing for you to be afraid of. So, first things first, tell us about you and then the journey so far.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me on this platform. I really appreciate it. My name is Adejoke Lasisi, and founder of Planet 3R. So how we came up with Planet 3R was I realized that so many people are doing things with other ways like PET bottles, tires. So I was like, okay, majority are not really doing much with all these nylons that are just lying on the floor in the community, especially the community where I stay in. Majority of them just they pack all this dirt together and burn it. Like they just put fire and just burn it. Even some people put all their old clothes like jeans, t-shirts, they put it together. So like, what can we do to these things that they are just even using to cause wahala to our health, that we are not really, by burning all these things. So I was like, okay, I have within skills. I wanted something that I already have to solve the environmental problem. I don't want to look far. Like I had to just look within that, okay, what do I have in my capacity? What do I know how to do very well? I know how to weave very well. So, okay, how can we use this weaving? How can we convert it to use it to transform all these wastes into something that can be more useful and give them a long life span? So we now thought, okay, let us start weaving all these nylon wastes and these jeans into something beautiful. Initially, we didn't even know like what to do with it, but we saw a gap in that. I was like, okay, let us bridge this gap and complement existing solution, because we realized that, okay, other people too are creating solution to this problem, but how can we complement them? So that is how we came up with Planet 3R.
So Planet 3R, based on what you've been doing so far, can you help me understand how does a particular process work? And okay, just before then, why fashion?
Well, I would say that fashion is a broad industry, a broad sector, and I've always been into fashion. Like I've always been weaving ashoke because I was born into it. So growing up, I realized that so many people started they stopped believing in our culture. Like people started using all these foreign clothes and started importing these clothes. So we're not really making sales and creating opportunities for people. So I was like, okay, this thing is declining and there's an opportunity there. So we did a customer survey, just a short one, and we were able to understand that people said that, okay, it is heavy and it is not attractive. So we came up with an innovative solution to make sure that it is attractive and not heavy anymore. And I believe we have over 1.3 million of this in the sector in fashion industry. So that's so it's a very broad this thing, and the percentage that we are especially in terms of exportation, we are not really doing much in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So I believe that by trying to like bring innovations and doing that is going to help more people, something that can still bring our culture at the same time create environmental solution. So that was why we came with that.
Okay, great. That is quite a journey. All right. So but how has the adoption been like? I mean, you do shoes, bags, slippers and co out of polythene bags. But how has the adoption been like?
Well, initially people were like, what are you doing with it? Because even in our community, we had to do a creative awareness. in such a way that we carried people along to know what we are doing with their waste. You know, people can be funny, like, what are you doing with our nylon? What are you doing with our clothes? So we did all this. So we engage in creative awareness in our community. We go to schools, we go to all these communities, engage women. So we let them understand the need for a clean environment and why they should not just be throwing all these wastes. You know, there are some, they should learn how to separate their waste, like the ones that they can recycle, the ones. So we try to tell them and we show them, because I always believe that in as much as you are trying to tell people not to do something, you need to create an alternative for them. So we had to show them what we will be able to do with those wastes. So with that, they were so happy. And when we told them about the opportunity that they can also get from it, you know, the wealth creation aspect, especially when they bring their waste, we pay them. So we measure it. We have this scale that we use to measure it. Yeah. So they were like, so they were so excited, like they can get something from their waste, like not just throwing it and even causing problem in the environment. So with that, they were happy, and some of them too, we were able to like take them and, you know, train them. So with that too, they have their own skills that they can now start producing these things and, you know, help their own family as well.
Okay, so how often? Okay, so maybe if you help me understand again, I always like people to help me understand things. If you're going to make a pair of slippers, what is the process like? How many kg or tons of polythene bags do you need to have? And what kind of special polythene bag do you use? Just, I mean, for those who are not from Nigeria, I mean, pure water bags are, you know, drinking water in a sachet. And so how many of such sachets do you put together, or do you use other types of polythene bags?
Yes, we use different kind of nylons. Okay, for instance, when we started, we try to use different nylons and see how they come out and what they can be transformed into after weaving them. So we used pure water sachets, black nylon. We used detergent sachets. We used this what's it called? This cereal like that. What's this cereal called like that?
Anyway, we understand the cereals that you're saying, you know, like the golden, the Nestle.
So we use all those kind of nylon that are colorful. So we just put them. So when we now weave them, so we now realize that, okay, these things are not really, those kind of detergent nylon or the cereal nylon, they are not really much, because I would say that the percentage of people that use them or eat them are not that like much, unlike pure water sachet that in a day, like when you go to market, you see them lying down plenty on the floor. So that one is like a huge, it's so huge in the community. So okay, for now, let us just focus on this pure water sachets. So when we now realize, when we did it, people were like, okay, it is like, it's too blue. It looks like exactly like pure water sachet. So they did not like that. They don't want to use something, and people will be like, they want to use something, and people will be wondering that, what did they use in doing this? So that was when we now came up with using different colors to make it attractive, you know, so that at least they will be able to like it, and we make sure that we treat it as well. So most of the time we showed some processes on video so that people can understand what we use, how we like convert these things into what they want to use. So for instance, now if you want to make a shopping bag, we use about 120 pure water sachets to make one shopping bag, a small shopping bag.
120. Do you have a sample of that shopping bag with you?
Yes. Wow.
That's your workshop, right?
This store, but I can just get it. Can you just give me a minute?
No. I mean, if you've got someone to send around, it would be nice to see a copy of what you've got.
Okay. Let me get someone.
Okay. So for everyone listening, Joker runs a sustainable fashion brand or company called Planet 3R. And what Planet 3R is set to do is to convert polythene waste, which is which is highly consumable, which are highly consumables in Nigeria, from water drinking sachets to, you know, to shopping bags, to other product bags. She tries her best to convert these things into shopping accessories or fashion accessories. So what do you have there?
Okay, we have this. We made this into, this is made of, we used pure water sachet to make this.
Okay.
Yes.
And you do them in different sizes?
Yes, different sizes. This is size 41. This is 41.
Do you have like a standard? So how do you line the polythene, where the plastic connects with your skin?
We put, we include leather.
Okay.
Into that inside, yes,
okay,
to make sure
okay.
that, yes.
Okay,
so
there's a proper interaction between your skin and the polythene bag.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we have this one.
Okay, so this is your typical shopping bag, right?
Yes, like if you want, if you know, some people like luxury, like they don't want to carry all these kind of simple ones. So
all right.
We now came up with, okay, what can people can use, you know, like carrying their own in a different way, not like all these kind of ones. So we try to create different options so that you can choose your own
choose your best
choice.
One. Okay,
yes,
so
although the money varies.
The money varies.
Yes.
So for a bag like this, the one with the weaved hands, with the wooden hands. So you say you make you use 120 water sachet bags.
No, this one is actually more than that.
Okay. So how many kgs of sachet do you use for this?
We use about 1 kg for this.
Okay, 1 kg.
Yeah.
And how much does that go for?
This one goes for 6,000 naira.
Cool. And then the slippers?
The slippers goes for 4,000 naira.
Okay. So do you have like a particular place? Do you have a distribution channel, like a supply chain? How has the sales been so far?
We don't have a supply chain yet. It's just direct. People just call.
Yes.
So it's just we are just trying to, because we don't want to try and make plenty products for now. We want to try and see the ones people really accept the most.
Yeah.
So the ones that they accept, that's what we can now do in bulk.
Yeah.
And now start supplying them.
Which of your products is the most accepted?
Well, people like shopping bag more.
More.
They believe that they can just take it
and
and it's reusable.
And
yes.
and most of your clients are mainly women, right?
Yes, majorly. But we have men too that goes for slippers, sandals. Individual people just call that they want to give people as gifts.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think I'd like to order a pair of slippers, and I'll pick it up when I come to Lagos, size 46. So
we actually Adam is I have to send it to Lagos.
No, where are you based in?
Ibadan.
Oh, wow. For some reason I thought you were based in Lagos. Okay. So anyway, nice. It's not a problem. I'm sure once we make an order, you'll find a way. We'll find a way of sending it down to Lagos for us, right? And
we are sending to Lagos.
Okay, so help me understand how how this market, like, since you now have a prototype and you have selling numbers. What are your plans for scaling? Like, how do you plan to grow this business?
Yes, our plans for scaling. Number one, we need to increase our production workshop capacity.
Okay.
Because in as much as we want to start like supplying, we need to make sure that we can meet the demand, because that's when people come and they don't have the product almost immediately, they might want to like get discouraged and be like, okay, these people are not serious and all this. That's even one of the reasons we are not advertising or doing things yet. So we also need to be very mobile, so that we can always go and pick up those waste. Some people find it very difficult to come to our workshop to bring the waste to us. So we need to go and get them, probably have all this dispatch this thing to go and get those waste for us. Then other thing again, we need to have more collection centers. If you have different collection centers in different communities, I believe that will help us in people taking those waste there, and we can just like go probably once in a week and get them at once, not like going almost every day. So those are the things that we really need to put in place for us so that, okay, by the time we know, okay, this is it, we can go all the way and scale, yes.
Scale. All right. So that means that you need to improve your.
So we need funding. We need funding.
Yes, we know you need funding. Everybody knows you need funding. Nobody disputes that fact. Every entrepreneur needs funding. Even Bill Gates is still looking for.
We need.
So but help me understand your production capacity. What kind of equipment do you use? Are these locally made equipments, or you still have to use the same equipment that other weavers maybe on a large scale uses? Tell us about the equipment, about the machineries.
We use local equipment because one major thing that I realized about craft is that you can't use like machine automated for everything. Of course, we can use some of the processes like washing all these nylons, shredding them. If we get something that can be automated and used to do that, it will make our work easier. So we just focus on the weaving only. So it makes the whole thing, so people can still get the feel of the handmade at the same time, promote our culture through those ways that we are producing, but now more efficient because we know that, okay, other processes aside from the weaving will be automated. So yes.
Okay. So since you have a system that is sort of like it's not, I don't think you don't use an automated system. You still use sort of like a manual system, right? From beginning throughout the process. Locally made system. So your typical weaving machine that is locally made. I know you use the Ashoke.
Weaving, yes, loom, yes.
Okay, loom, right? That's what they call it. Yes, great.
Yes, they call it loom. Yes. Loom.
Great. So so the loom, what is the cost of a sizable locally made loom that you think can expand your side of your business?
For a complete set, to really be in the business for complete sets, you have about 250,000 naira.
And the loom is also made locally, right?
Everything, yes. And
everything
we sell
is
them
made locally. Oh, you sell looms also?
Yes, we make looms.
You make looms?
Yes, we.
Just what don't you do, Joke?
Most of our students that we train, we sell looms to them.
Oh, you also run a training facility.
Another source of income for us. That's another source of income for us.
So Joke, it looks like Planet 3R runs to quite a number of things. Can you just help us atomize what you do in Planet 3R?
Okay, the things that we do. Okay, aside we produce Ashoke. Then we also train people, whereby people come to us directly, individual to train. Then organizations, NGOs, they partner with us that, okay, Planet 3R, come and help us train some communities of women, of youth. So we've been engaging in that for the past, since December, we've been doing that. We even have some other ones for this post-COVID coming up now. We'll be training like 7 community or so in the next coming month. So all those things, those are the ways that we make money as well, because they pay us for the training. And also most of the equipment that they use at the place, they also buy from us. So we make money from equipment. Yes, all of it. We supply them.
So you run the whole value chain. I train you, I give you equipment, or you buy equipment from me. Wow, that's a very good business model, if you ask me. So if you're going to do large scale production, say for instance, right, there is a conference or there's a workshop. Now that the COVID, the lockdown era in Nigeria is slowly easing, and physical engagements are also coming back little by little. If you're going to run a large scale production, say about 200, how much manpower do you need for that?
Say about 200. That means that we will need like the looms for like, that means that we need about like 250 manpower for that, because aside from people that will be on the loom, some people have to like organize some things, put some things in place, other things that involves the weaving. So it's not just weaving. So for instance, now if we have like 200 looms, like 200 people will be on the looms working at the same time. We are going to produce a lot. Like that means that we can be doing like, because one person can weave like 4 shopping bags in a day.
Okay, one person.
Yes.
And including finishing and everything.
Yes, I'm very sure of that. Even some people that will sew it, yes. So that means that we can make one person can. So that means that we can achieve like 800 to 1,000 shopping bags in a day.
Oh, great.
If we
Okay,
have
so
up to that 200 looms,
so
yes.
so I mean, I'm kind of excited, right? I've got too many questions to want to ask you because there's something called white labeling, you know, in product development, whereby if I decide to want to be an eco fashion designer now, and I say, oh, my production partner is 3R, do you do the same thing?
Yes, yes. One of the things, our deal is not just business to customers. We do business to business as well, whereby people, some fashion industries, or even not just even fashion now. Some people, they have this brand, probably they make furnitures. I've seen some furniture makers that reach out to us that they will need some of our fabrics that they want to add it to what they do. So a lot of them come like that. So they ask for the price in yards. So we sell it to them in yards. Yes. So those kind of people, they add it to their product. So we do B2B and B2C. Yes.
Right. So what is your staff strength like? How many people work with you on a daily basis? I know that for someone like you who train quite a number of people, you have on your hands sort of like a network of you know, quality hands that you can work with. But on a daily basis, say in Planetary our office or workshop this morning, how many people do you have working with you?
We usually have up to 15 every day.
Wow, you run a 15 staff office.
Yes.
So within this 15, do you mind if I ask, right? You know, even in the green space, we try to see how we can open up this market for more people to play, particularly from the gender perspective. Do you have more women training with you, or you have more
We
men?
don't have any male, just women.
You do not have any male, so you've got 15 women.
They're all women, yes.
Wow, right.
Some of them are married, some are single. Yes.
Wow. So how many communities have you done this training for?
We've done for some organization. Okay, we've done at Kujeria Council, that's in Abuja.
All right.
Yes, we partner with an organization there. They asked us to come and do it for them in the community. Then we trained some, like 2 communities here in Ibadan as well. 2 communities in Ibadan. Okay. Then aside that, we trained, we are having a training soon in Ogun State, then Port Harcourt, and Abuja as well.
Oh, yes. Great.
So we have about 7 community now to go. Probably by God's grace this year.
Possibly to double before the year ends. So wait, this is just fantastic. So again, help me understand how many products do you do? Because I follow you on Twitter, right? And
I follow you too, yes. I see you. Thank you for always retweeting our work. Thank you.
Because we like what you're doing.
Thank you.
And for us, we like to see something that is at market entry stage, who has that potential of scaling. So if I may ask, right, apart from shoes and bags, what other products do you make?
Okay, we make I did a guitar bag from pure water sachets. We did aside from shoe bag, then there's this stuff that we are doing right now. It's going to be ready this week. We plan on putting it on Twitter too. It's just a chair that you can use at the beach, so you can just like close it.
A collapsible beach chair.
Yes. So we are working on it. It's going to be ready by Saturday.
Do you propose these things to some corporate organizations like hotels and co and all those different things?
No.
We really think you should. So those are the materials. This is how your materials look like.
Yes, sir.
Ah, great. So wait, do you, like I said again, do you reach out to corporate organizations, say, you know, in terms of your, you know, marketing or so? Do you have that partnership of people who can sell also to maybe hotels or, you know, areas of lifestyle and co?
We actually plan on doing that, but like I said earlier, we don't have that capacity yet, and I don't want to like go and, you know, these people say yes and one will not be able to meet up. That will ruin the relationship, and, you know, one might not get the second chance. So I just want us to like get
You just want to
enough,
grow.
like,
You just want to grow.
yes,
But okay, great. So it's good to grow. For a center like ours, right? What we do is to also look at companies like yours and see how we can assist you to help you open up the market very more. I think for us at the NCIC, you have us at your beck and call. If you need an introduction to someone, if you need to reach out to any
okay, sir.
organization in Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria,
Okay,
if you
sir.
also
Thank you.
look at your business plan and your business model, and also do some introductions for you. I mean, these are like post incubation program that we do, for businesses who are at, idea stage or market entry stage. But we see that already you are a functional business. All you need is just to grow, right?
Yes, sir.
And we also put into perspective that for those who are doing businesses like yours, we look for opportunities, for them to be able to build their network and also build their knowledge on how to turn their business into bigger brands. So you should also know that the NCIC is rooting for you, and we'll keep doing our best to see how we can make
you, sir,
into the mainstream. So I just want to tell everyone who is listening out there. I can see that Shei Fumi is also joining us. Hello, Shei. Someone here is an anonymous attendee. By the way, if you've got a question or two, kindly go to the Q&A session and drop your question. So I've got someone is asking you that, can we get more information on the skills training? So how do you run your skills training?
Okay, we have, for instance, if you go to all this community, since they are just learning the basis of like just converting this waste, what they do most of the time, all these NGOs, when they want to call us, they call people that can train them probably to do bags, to do shoes, so that it's not going to be overwhelming on one company or one organization. So all they do is, okay, you Planet 3R, come and teach these people how to convert this waste into a fabric-like material, so that from there they can convert it to whatever, transform it to anything that they want to do. Probably it could be bag, it could be shoes, so, or include it like is on my t-shirt like this. Okay. Yes. So they can just like create anything from it, but at least they want to convert it for the conversion. Basically, we use like 2 weeks to train people in the community. 2 weeks, yes. 1 week, between 1 and 2 weeks, depending on the quantity. But if you want to learn more advanced and everything, you want to learn all to probably convert them into all these bags, shoes. We do minimum of 3 months training.
Oh, 3 months training. So what is in that 2 weeks training? What is the curriculum like?
Oh yes, we have the training program whereby they will understand how to source for the raw materials. They will know how to clean them thoroughly in such a way that it will be
sorting process.
Yes, hygiene, yes. So they will know how to like shred them. We teach them how to shred them. We teach them about all the equipment, like every part of the equipment, so that they can understand what's the usefulness of every part of the equipment, weaving equipment. So that's loom. Okay. So after training them, then we tell them how to set up the warp. So when they set up the warp, because each of all these things has 10% thread in it, while the remaining one is the 90% of the waste. So we teach them how to use how to set up the warp, which is the thread, because that one is in vertical. That's the warp. Then the weft is going to be the waste. That is the one that is going to have the 90% of the whole fabric. So that is what we train.
I mean, I'm seriously nodding my head, like I truly understand what warp and weft is, but I clearly don't know what warp and weft is.
Yes.
But
well, let me explain that. Yes, warp and weft. Any clothes, I would say that it is a weaving term. We have our own vocabulary as well. So we have yes. So we have warp and weft. So warp and weft is any clothes that we wear in life. Everything has warp and weft. The warp is the vertical, while the weft is the horizontal. So we have the vertical one, then the horizontal will come across and interweave it, then it becomes cloth. That is the way all the clothes is. Yes.
So you're just giving us a masterclass on a weaving 101. Okay, thank you so much, Adejoke. Thank you for that. So again, apart from the bags, the chair, the bags, the shoes, or rather, the slippers. Please don't forget my slippers again. So apart from the, from the bags,
you could tell me your size.
Yes, I did. I told you 46. How many other products can you develop out of that?
Okay. So one major product that we are thinking of, because we notice we don't want to create more waste by producing these things, because eventually people are going to get tired of using this thing or they wear out. So it will actually become another waste.
Okay.
So we are trying to look
So how do
for
you deal
a
with that?
permanent
Extended producer's responsibility.
yeah, so we are trying to look for, we've been working on something that can be a very, very good, aside from we use it to make wall hats. So we know that, okay, those ones can actually stay very well,
For a
stay
long
longer
time,
on the wall, just beautify the wall. Then we are working on using it as a damp-proof membrane. Yes, as an alternative, so that people can afford these more and put it in their house instead of, so if they can use it for their building construction. So we've been working with some engineers that, okay, how can we come up with this? What kind of quality or the thickness of this? So we want to see that, okay, this thing can really create a permanent solution that you will not need to worry that it will become another problem again. Because by the time it's already inside your wall or inside the floor, it is creating something there. So that is what we are really working on.
I can see you have your hands in. So now you're taking us from fashion to eco building, right?
No, not really.
Because I know, no, you know why I'm so excited about this, right? It's because that you understand the value chain of where you play, and you understand that the product that you create out of this waste has got several other opportunities in any other sector, right?
Yes,
this is fashion for one. You can also move it also to eco buildings, sustainable buildings, because now you're telling us that you can use, the wave, the plastic that you rather
the weaving
plastic.
plastic,
You can use it as
so that,
you can use it as a dampener, right?
Yes.
For mostly maybe foundations and wall brackets or leaking walls,
especially for low income people that cannot really afford those. Yes, so we are working on that. That's okay.
Right, because that's an entirely different market entirely. So how do you manage your operations, right? I mean, you're the CEO, right? You're the boss of the system, you're the head of production. How do you do all this and still life? How do you do that?
I have I would say that I have a like-mind team, and people that can just, okay, what do you think? Whenever an idea comes to mind, I just say to them, and sometimes whenever they have something in mind, so they say it out, and we sit over it. Okay, this thing can really work. Okay, we should try and do this. Okay, who can we contact? Probably an external person that would, an expert that can help us like look into what we are thinking, or make whatever our thoughts, bring it to reality. So we try as much as possible to do that. And sometimes, when we go to all these schools, communities, we have volunteers so that joined us, like they like to like be part of it. So we just go and train those people, teach them. And what we do for them is that it's not as if that we just talk to them alone about waste. So all of them, they're always very excited. We teach them a way in the way that they can just use their own small waste to create something in the house. So we teach them with carton loom. So there's a way we create a carton loom, which is from waste. You can use all this carton for biscuits, carton for noodles. So we teach them how to convert it, into loom. So they weave on the spot there. They're always very excited about it. So prior to going to all those communities whereby it's just ourselves now, probably we don't really have sponsors. So we just tell them ahead that they should come with their carton waste. They should come with probably their used clothes, their nylons. So we teach them how to convert it. So we tell them to come with a scissors as well. So those are the only things that they need, and we'll teach them how to like do it themselves. So they're always very excited.
So if an individual is to come for the 3 months training, how much does that cost?
Our 3 months training is most expensive of all. It's 300,000 naira.
Oh, great, for 3 months.
But if you are coming for 2 months training, 2 years, we have 2 years training, we have 1 year, we have 6 months. Our 2 years training is 50,000 naira. Our 1 year training is 150,000 naira.
Okay.
fixed, then 3 months is 300,000 naira.
Ah, okay, that's great. That's great. So,
but the community training, they are different from these
they're
ones.
different.
They are not.
Those ones
They are not.
corporate sponsored or some
Yes,
organizations.
and they're not as expensive as this, because we only teach them basic, like not going into how to like convert them into shoes, this, that.
Mm-hmm.
We only teach them how to just convert them into the fabric like material. That is all.
Oh, great. So that means some of these people can also supply you as part of your supply chain, right?
Yes, exactly. We do that. So they always have the work to do, like they're always busy with work, because we will, in case they don't have their customers, so we just tell them that, okay, we need so, yes.
Okay, so that means you're equally. So I mean, in the long run, right, Joke, you're creating jobs, you're creating a market, and you're building capacity. Does this overwhelm you sometimes? Do you always look at this
Yes,
and
sir.
say, "Who sent me work? Like, who sent me work?"
It does, honestly. Sometimes I tell myself, I said, Joke, how did you get here?
Get
Like,
to this stage, right?
what are you doing? Sometimes the whole thing will just be like, God, why did I even put myself into this wala? Who sent me what?
Wow.
These things sometimes, but at the same time, I just look at the solution, the solution and the impact we are making, and that keeps me going. Sometimes just face the challenges. Sometimes we try some new product and they don't work out, and everything will just be waste, and just be like, what, God? We won an award with this Planetary Hour recently, right?
When?
In July, we won MSME of the year 2020.
Wow. Under which platform, please?
MSME, Office of the Vice President. Vice President gave me the award. I won a brand new car and a plane.
Oh, yes, you got that brand new car. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now that's it. That is a whole new market for you here now, right? And so that is how scaling also is going to work, in one way or the other. Because for a center like us that we're always looking for gems in the rough, like yours, it's always a dream to want to see that people in this same kind of industry who want to build opportunities and also create jobs can be able to leverage on the skill set of what you've done. We know that there are quite a number of possible partner or scaling funds around. From the NCIC, the best we can do is to recommend, refer at this point. So we will always do our best to refer and to recommend you in the best way that
Thank you, sir.
Because we would like to see, we would like to see this become a mainstream business. So I mean, speaking of what we all like to see, help us look at, if you're going to paint a picture of the future for Planet 3R, say in 5 to 10 years, what do you think the future should look like?
Well, I believe this idea can be, it can be replicable. And since it can be replicable in different states across Nigeria, or even all over Africa, so I believe it would have impacted millions of lives before in the next 5 years. That is what I see, and a way that it would have the number of the waste that is being dumped on the landfill would have reduced drastically due to the solution that we are creating at Planetary Hour. That is one major thing that I see in the future.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Joke. We are almost coming to the end of today's episode. It's been a very fantastic conversation with you. We're really proud of you. Sir. I mean, from the first day I followed you on Twitter, I've been following you over and over and trying to retweet and also look at some other things that you've been doing. And we are all proud of you. Like I said, and we'll do our best to see how we can help you scale up.
Thank you.
From the strategy perspective, from the the business model design perspective, partnership development, all this technical side of things, we'll see how we can do our best to always have that listening ear to you. For me, you can call me up at any time, send me a message, and let's see how we can we can support you if you need any clearance or advice on anything. Just before we go, I'm still hoping anyone else has got a question for you. I mean, it seems, I think you're like one of the only guests that I've had that people don't even have that much question for. So that means that you must have been very elaborate in your conversation, and I'm sure that they like, they like what you're doing. Just before you go, all right. I think maybe I've bullied somebody. Aha! So somebody's asking, can they have a contact? Share your contact with us, please. email, website, Twitter
Yes,
handle,
yes.
and all that.
Okay. Yes. Our website is www.planet3r.org.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Then our email, planet3r@gmail.com.
.com,
Yes.
yeah.
Then our Twitter is at planet3r.
Planet3R.
Yes. Our Facebook is at planet3r. Then our Instagram is at planet3r_3 as planet_3r. That's our Instagram.
Okay,
Then
great. I'm sure Daniel must have been able to capture that, which I'm sure he's going to share also, with the the rest of the participants. So if I'm not mistaken, Planet3R means planet reduce
and recycle.
Planet reuse, reduce, and recycle.
Yes.
Yeah, it reminds me of those TV song that
we came up with the name that we want to use those 3R to save the planet.
You're also in the planet saving business. That's good. All of us are all in the world saving business. That is fantastic. Possible we should all register as superheroes in one way or the other. I think it's going to work for all of us. Thank you very much, Joke. It's been a very wonderful session speaking with you. I have learned a lot. I'm still looking forward to my shoes or for my slippers. I really would love to wear it.
Everything it would do it, yes.
It's been a very fantastic time talking with you, and like we said, we would love to hear more from you. If you need any information, and if you need any support, in terms of technical assistance, referral, you want to reach out to someone, let us know at the NCIC, and we will definitely do our best to help you achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very fantastic time speaking with Joke Adejoke Lasisi, who is the founder and the CEO of Planet3R, which is a circular economy focused business. Joke here is creating jobs. Joke is turning waste into wealth. Joke is turning wealth into waste into products. And if you're an investor out there and you like what Joke is doing, reach out to us and we can do a direct introduction to Adejoke Lasisi. Thank you very much, Joke. It's been a very fantastic
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited. Like we've been waiting to see who is this lady. Let's just have a conversation and let's see how it goes. And we're really grateful for your time. I mean, as an entrepreneur, your time is serious. Again, for finding time to break through production to listen to us, we're very grateful for that. And we'll always come back and reach out to you again another time. Thank you so much, Joke. Yes, thank you, everybody. Next week also going to be another interesting time. We will also find another beautiful guest who is also doing wonderful things to share with with everyone. Green economy is real. Green economy is going to be the mainstream in Africa pretty soon, and the Nigerian CIC is doing its best to drive mainstream engagement into this into this new economy in Nigeria. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for also attending. We look forward to hearing from you if you've got any feedback or direct information for Joke. And thank you also for acknowledging how we've been inspiring to you. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Do have a very good day. Save the world and don't throw waste. Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.